Dumelang, sanibonani nonke emakhaya. It's Sunday, which simply means it's another edition of Cooking Gospel brought to you by Spekko. I'm your cooking partner, Zandisile Nhlapo. As usual, we bring you a perfect mix of delicious recipes, interesting guests, and of course, uplifting music. Today, we've walked away from the savory lane into the sweet one. That's simply because my guest and I will be preparing a delicious berries and apples with rice and nut crumble dessert. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? For the filling, you will need 1 440-gram can of apple slices, 1 cup of thawed mixed berries, a quarter cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. For the topping, you'll need 50 grams of butter, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 cup of our star ingredient, cooked Spekko pure white rice, 50 grams of chopped pistachio nuts, 50 grams of chopped hazelnuts, and lastly, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. The amazing woman I've called upon to prepare this dessert is the award-winning Lebo Mashile. This poet, author, actress, and presenter and producer as well has received several awards, including the 2006 Noma Award for Publishing in Africa. And in 2007, she won the City Press Rapport Woman of Prestige Award. I will have you know that Miss Mashile is also the presenter of the popular parenting show on ETV called Great Expectations. Lebo, thank you so much for coming through. Oh, it's such a pleasure to have you in my Spekkolicious Cooking Gospel kitchen.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I've admired you for a very long time, Ms.
So nice, fellow Boldy. So have I. Sometimes this dish represents you. The opposite side of you and the very same side, which is it's sweet, just like you, but it's not easy, which is the opposite of you. So today we are going to cook the berries and apple with rice and nut crumble dessert. So the ingredients that we're going to put now, Kitse, like the apples and the berries, you hold them in there.
Sure.
And or cinnamon, vanilla essence, and then we fudua.
Okay, and then we fudu.
We fudua. So now tell me, Lebo, what are you busy with right now?
At the moment, my brand new work baby is my website, Lebo Mashile Online, which I launched on the 27th of April. I'm very excited about that. It's quite nice because it gives me a space to put up independent content, you know. I did a docu on my mother. I'm doing some poetry music videos and stuff that, you know, that I wouldn't have a space or a platform for in my ordinary kind of day-to-day work, day-to-day life, which is exciting. I love the online space. And I'm still writing, traveling, performing a lot. I'm currently an ambassador for the Say No to Child Pornography campaign.
Oh, thank goodness.
Which is fantastic, you know. Also, conscientizing young people about what happens in the digital space, you know. Bana ba rona busy on BBM sending naked pictures of themselves to God knows who, you know.
And they're easily accessible as well.
And they're easily accessible. They're so vulnerable. So on the one hand, they've got all this power because they understand this technology and they're gifted. And, you know, I mean, a 12-year-old can do more with your cell phone in an hour than you do with it in a year.
If I want to understand my new phone, I give it to my daughter.
Exactly, exactly. So they've got a tremendous amount of power, but they don't understand really, you know, the kind of dangers that are out there. So I'm busy with that too. And as always, writing, performing, and presenting Great Expectations.
I love that show about the Nunus. I love it so much.
I also love it. It's the best thing that's happened to me. I mean, my son is 2.5 now, and I started presenting the show when he was 4 or 5 months. I always say, like, he got me this gig, you know?
Okay. Okay, that was his.
That was his.
That was his.
That was his. Sonst I told the royalty, but re tla later.
Indeed. From ETV, ne?
From ETV.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
The topping, I think.
Easy, bang.
Easy, ne?
How?
Unlike you.
I'm actually a very, very sweet somebody. You know what?
I know.
You know what?
I know. I've just realized. But the yellow bone. Yes, you were taking me back to rehabilitating the society.
I don't know if it's necessarily my job to rehabilitate or to change people. I think my job is to inspire and to put out, you know, a set of values that I don't often see being represented, you know. I've always been a weirdo, Zandi, you know. I have a very strong mom, so, you know, being a feminist wasn't a choice. It was what it was.
You were born with it.
I was born with it, you know. So I hope that when young people see me, or when women see me, or when people are looking for inspiration to follow a path that may not necessarily be affirmed around them, but that they feel is true to them in their hearts, you know, I hope I'm that niggling voice at the back of their heads that says, it's okay, it's possible, it's possible. It's not easy, but it's possible.
But you are, because, I mean, you speak, and the only thing one can do is listen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Well, that was the first part of our dessert preparation process. It's done, and now my guest and I are going to catch up some more, but we'll fill you in a bit later. Let's go to some music in the meantime.
I wanna be in your presence. I wanna be where you are. I wanna see your face. Then you'll hold me in your arms as I kiss your presence. That's when you breathe on me. 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 I love it when you breathe on me. Breathe on me. I need you. Breathe on me. Why would I leave your presence and forget all the good that you've done for me? Oh, you gave me life abundantly. You're the lover of my soul. How beautiful you are. Yes, you're the bright morning star, the rose of Sharon. You are the great I am. No more real.
To get this and other incredible recipes, visit spekko.co.za or get the latest issue of Drum Magazine. Hope you enjoyed that. Join us after the break as we prepare the topping for our dessert. Welcome back. My guest today is award-winning poet Lebo Mashile, and we are right in the middle of preparing a scrumptious berries and apples with rice nut crumble. Okay, let me preheat our oven to 200 degrees.
Start on the crumble
There we go.
topping.
Aha. So you mix that with the sugar.
Okay, so we're creaming.
Hantle.
Let's see if we can break that down a bit.
But you
Let's
look
see.
like you can do this.
Hey, wena.
No, you look like you know your way around the kitchen. Speaking
I'm
of
a
which,
fan of this kitchen, actually.
oh really?
Yeah,
You
it's
like my kitchen?
Ooh.
I'll invite you more.
An oven like that.
I'll invite you more, even without the guests, the viewers, that is. Now, Lebo, I mean, we're talking about cooking now. You wear many hats.
Yes, I do.
Producer, poet, actress, presenter. Which one would you say you like best or suits you better?
Poet, definitely.
Why?
Definitely. I think being a poet it's the lens through which you see the world. You know, you are a poet in your heart first and foremost. So even with the projects that I choose to take on, the stuff that I choose to do, it has to inspire the poet in me first. You know, it has to be something that makes me want to dream. It has to be something that expands my vision. You know.
What would you say makes a great poet?
An ability with language, definitely, but I think, and more importantly, an insight into humanity. and insight into the universal part of us, you know? The poet sees connections between things that people can't necessarily see, you know? And our jobs are, I guess, to show that to people so that people can make those connections, you know? Does that look sufficiently creamed? Okay.
Then let's put in the rice, and then you can stir in the rice.
I've never done a crumble with rice before. It's a desert, rice.
So you've traveled quite a lot, ne?
Yes, I have.
In Africa.
Well,
And overseas as well.
I've traveled on the continent. I can't say I've traveled on the continent as much as I would like to. I'd love to travel more in Africa. That's my dream. I hope God sends me that. I've traveled quite a bit in Southern Africa and also internationally, Europe, Latin America, the Caribbean, North America.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've been everywhere.
Yeah, 19 countries, thank God.
Sure.
So far.
That's a lot. And when you travel, do you pick up things that you relate to your poetry at a later stage? Or do you write as you go along?
I write in planes. I write in
Put
cars.
in the rest of the other ingredients.
The other ingredients as well, okay. I write a lot in planes. That's one of my favorite things, actually, being in the sky. I love that view that you get when you're above the clouds, you know? I think that's so magical.
Oh, absolutely. Scary too for some.
Scary too, but I think it's amazing, you know? Modern life is so amazing. Look at what technology allows us to do. I mean,
indeed,
our ancestors couldn't see that. You couldn't see that unless you
True.
died and saw it, you know? I'm inspired by the ways that different cultures are able to express themselves, the ways that different cultures try to make sense of the world, particularly societies, you know, that have been through the same things that we've been through, colonialism, political transition, societies where women have been oppressed, you know. A lot of the human beings, you know, a lot of us are negotiating the same things, you know, but we kind of create these borders around ourselves, you know, that make us think that we're so different, or, you know, because somebody's a different color, because they speak a different, hey, nah.
Yeah, Africa.
You know?
Let's put the toppings on.
Okay.
There we go, like
Look
that.
at
Now I'm
that.
just showing you.
Look
You see,
at that.
I'm just showing you.
Crumble ya rice, bathong.
So how has your spirituality impacted on your work?
Oh, my
in general.
my
So you do
spirituality is
it
at the
because I'm
center.
teaching you how to do this.
Okay, let me get into it. Get that piece of butter mashed up there.
Lebo.
Yeah. Okay. My spirituality is at the center of my life, you know? I think in the moments where I am at my best, writing and performing are channeling. You know, it's like listening to that higher part of yourself, you know, and unleashing it. The hardest part is me getting past myself as an obstacle to hear that voice. But that voice it's there. It's always there. So, you know, like practices like prayer, meditation, you know, they help me to quiet my own voice so that I can hear that voice, you know? Because when people experience art, or the art that lives the longest, it's the stuff that's universal, you know?
Yes.
So somehow, I guess creation is a part of, you know, like in the same way that God creates, we also create.
Yes.
You know? And God can help us to do that in the most magical ways. So I'm trying to learn how to do that more, you know?
Wow. Lebo, this conversation is as exciting as expected. I expected to be enthralled by you, and you have, but it's not the end. Let's go for a music break, and then when we come back, we chat some more to Lebo, and we dish up our dessert, and we chow.
We win in Jesus' name. We win in Jesus' name. Through Christ, we're more than conquerors. We win in Jesus' name. Sing it with me. We win. We win in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Say we win in Jesus' name. We win in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Through Christ we are more. We're more than conquerors. More than conquerors. If we have conquerors here tonight, I want you to stand to your feet. Say, I'm healed in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. No matter what the sickness may be, you are healed right now. In Jesus' name. Through Christ we're more than conquerors. We're more than conquerors. Say, I'm healed in Jesus' name. In Jesus' Jesus' name. Jesus' name. Oh, I'm saved. Jesus' name. Through Christ we're more than conquerors. I'm saved in Jesus' name. Come on, tell somebody. Say, I'm free in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. No more chains holding me tonight. I'm free.
After the break, we unravel an amazing looking dessert. Spekko Rice is giving away a Carol Boyce designer dinner service set to one of our lucky viewers today. You can stand a chance to win by SMSing the word Spekko to 45609. Winners will be announced on our Spekko website. Welcome back. Dessert is finally ready, and we just cannot wait to sink our teeth into it. Now, take a look at this amazing display.
Oh.
Really, this is your work?
Wow.
You know, we're having ours with cream, but you can have yours with ice cream if you'd like that. So I think we need to sample it.
Must we
What
tap in?
do you think of it?
Ooh, it looks beautiful.
It's
I
yummy.
would never think of doing a crumble ka.
Rice.
Rice. Let's see what it tastes like.
Spekko rice.
Queso pasta.
I'm gonna put a bit of cream here.
Oh, that is so good.
Wow, yum. Wow, you good. You made it.
Kyaleka.
I was just instructing you.
Kyaleka. Oh my gosh.
You know, Lebo, you are known as one of those women that do not mince their words. You say it like it is. That's why I was saying you are not easy earlier on. You say it like it is, and you know you don't hold anything back. Do you find that it works for or against you?
I think having a public life, I mean, I'm sure you can relate to it as well. It's like everything happens inside of a glass bubble, you know? All your conflicts happen in that bubble. All your successes happen in that bubble. Everybody can see, but they don't exactly know what's going on, but they think
Behind
they
the
know.
scenes, they know nothing.
So I find it's obviously, I mean, it sucks. It sucks when people diss you. It sucks being dissed publicly. It sucks when people, you know, swear at you on social networks, you know. But
You have feelings too.
yeah, because you're a human being and you have feelings. But at the same time, also, I'm learning as I get older to realize that even a bad reaction is a measure of the impact that I'm making. I mean, this society, it's racist, it's misogynistic, it's the most unequal society on earth. So if I'm putting out messages that challenge those values, you know, and I get a backlash, I'm supposed to get a backlash. That's what's supposed to happen.
Because you can't please everybody at the end of the day.
Because you can't please everybody at the end of the day. And sometimes I think the value of what I'm doing is going to be measured beyond this time. You know, so people who trailblazers, people who who inspire me, who I feel like I'm being mentored by, you know, people that I know, some of them I don't know, you know, but all of them in their time, there was hectically negative reactions to them. I mean, look at the way people reacted to Jesus in his time. And Kante, you know what I mean? So I'm also very grateful because I'm able to work, you know? I'm able to have access to wonderful platforms, you know? I have a message that people still want to hear. So even within that, as much as people know, that one, at the same time, they're also leaning in to listen, by the way,
Mara I get what didn't need or money, but it's so. Well done. You know, this kitchen, this household, we usually, if we have a poet, well, we've never had a poet before. We've had singers and we've had rappers. So every time someone comes through, we ask them to, in your case, it's reciting a poem. We ask them to either sing for their food or rap for their food. So can you recite?
I must do a recitation for my desert. Okay, okay. We must tell like, oh, look at you. Okay.
No, you can do it for the viewers.
Must I do it
and
for the
myself.
viewers?
Naki do this, Naki mo. I'm the privileged one.
Beyond water and bones, beyond blood and breath, the body is the soul's physical address. We are light, cocooned in skin. sun children growing in the universe's womb. Each of us is a star draped in human form. Our bodies are God's couture. Fleshy fabric dripping color and culture on a cosmic catwalk.
Wow.
Yakala, it goes there. It goes there. Yeah.
No, go on now. Like, I want, I haven't been out in such a long time. When are you out? When are you out next? Where are you?
Check out www.lebomashile
I got you.
All there.
I got you, girl. Thank you so much for coming through. It's been such a pleasure. And I've been waiting for such a long time to meet you.
Oh, as have
So
I.
long. And
Thank
finally,
you.
I get to meet you. And you are just as wonderful from here like you are from there.
Thank you, Zandi.
Thank you so much. We're going
Thank
to
you
dig
so
in now,
much.
but before I do
Amen.
so, let me say goodbye to our viewers at home. Thank you very much for chilling with us, and I hope you enjoyed our chat with Lebo Mashile. As you can see, she's an extraordinary woman. With that, I'm saying goodbye. We'll see you next week, same time here on ETV. Later. Let's dig in.
Thank you, lady. Thank you. Wow. Imnati.
Yeah. Let me see your finger. Hey. Hold on to his love, it is true. Angeka kushi. God's in control. Hold on to his love, it is true. Angeka kuphaka, no way. Say God's in. Hold on to his love. Hold on to his love. It is